Old and Achy here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough. And today I'm going to be showing you how to get the second of the two weekly campaign challenges for the week of December 23rd to the 29th, which is Reclamation, which requires you to complete the Reclaimer mission on Legendary difficulty with the Mythic, Tilt, Tough Luck, and Thunderstorm skulls activated. And here we go, setting the mission up. There's Reclaimer. There's the 4 skulls that we need. Legendary difficulty, and let's go ahead and start her up. Now this is probably the second easiest mission behind Shutdown to do in the campaign. It is skip heavy. A couple of the skips are a little tricky, but most are fairly easy to do. In fact, I used most of the skips that I used in my speed run of this mission. Okay, we're going to skip the opening cutscene, and we're off and running. Now normally when you come through this little cave area, you'll go to the right and go into the Mammoth, but we're going to come out and make a left turn here and run up this little ridge line. I'm doing a combination of sprinting and bunny hopping here. And run past these two flat stones that look like cow pies, turn around and run back, and notice that we've triggered a couple of waypoints in Captain Del Rio, and the Mammoth is starting to move a little bit, and what we've done is shaved a couple of seconds off the run. Now go ahead and jump up in the side door here. Now what I noticed is that to get full sprint back takes about 3 seconds, so 3 bunny hops and you get full sprint back. So I'll sprint and then bunny hop for 3 steps and then go back to sprint when I have a distance to travel. Now notice there we've got the jetpack. We swapped out our AR for the sniper rifle, and we came back up to the front here, and now we're enjoying the view. And it'll take a few seconds for us to get back into the action as the Pelicans go off to their doom.
Pelicans are in position near the particle cannons, waiting for the Mammoth's mini-mac to take them out. 766, lose some altitude. You're inside the kill box.
Almost got target lock. Just a little more.
Okay. We watch the Pelicans get zapped. The first one goes spinning off into the distance, and we have to go after it to get the target designator, take out that particle cannon. Now, as soon as Commander Lasky comes back on the comm right here, it says Covenant digging in on the right, on the ridge, I should say. We'll go ahead and do a sprint jump at a 45-degree angle off the Mammoth, and then jetpack and boost over to the ridge, and then just take off running again along this path. Notice I'm doing a sprint and then 3 bunny hops. For the most part, anyway. Okay, just follow this path here. And we're going to run over to this flat-looking rock here. Worry about the soft kill zone. We'll be out of it momentarily. Jump up and jetpack there. Jump and jetpack over here. And then jump jetpack straight up. Run across the top here and then jump off. And then use the boost on jetpack at the last second there to slow your descent. And run along the edge of the acid stream, jump jetpack over the down Pelican. Let's grab the target designator and put the first shot on the particle cannon, and then jump down to this rock. Now with tilt on, it takes 2 shots to take out the particle cannon. Okay, jetpack up to this flat rock here, and as soon as we hit the flat rock, go ahead and sprint. Run up the rock, jump on the Ghost, and back to the Mammoth. Let's jump out of the Ghost, and we're going to go run up here and put the second shot on the particle cannon. There we go. That takes care of that. Now let's run back on down here and get ready to grab the Ghost again. I'm waiting a couple of seconds here before I jump back in, because there is a Covenant, there is a Jackal sniper out there with a beam rifle, and I want to make sure I was out of his line of sight. Okay, as soon as this ramp comes down, we're off in the Ghost. Sometimes it comes down right away, sometimes it takes a few seconds, but here we go. Ramp is down. Follow this path here. Full boost. Side of the hill. Right about here, go back into coast. Maybe a little bit up the side of the hill. We're trying to get full boost back. And like sprint, boost on the ghost takes about 3 seconds or so to come back completely. Now, just follow this path here and we get through the gauntlet there of 2 phantoms plus a bunch of coveys on the ground fairly easily. Okay. Go ahead and boost our way here. This little opening in the rocks right there. And then go back to full boost. Hold down your jump key that brings the nose of the ghost up. And we can get up and over those rocks fairly easily. And then just follow this path. And we're going to do the old through the solid object skip here. Let's go ahead and park the ghost like so. Look to the right, jump out, and we're through the barrier. Now we just skipped a major battle to bring that barrier down. We just jumped right through it. That's one of the oldest skips in Halo. Anyway, here I am sprinting
2 for 2. Finish him off.
and bunny hopping.
Shield disabled. Mammoth, the path is clear. Ray!
Mammoth holding
I'm
position.
actually kind of hopping with the sprint. I'm just trying to get to the next place as fast as I can. Alright, when Commander Lasky comes back on the comm again, we want to bring up the target designator that's up on the D-pad and take our first shot on that second particle cannon. When he comes on the comm, that tells me that the mammoth is in range. I don't have to look back and look for it. Okay, grab the ghost, come up here to this flat rock area here. Alright, let's park the ghost, and now we're going to run back down here, run into this rock, and then jetpack. And when you run into a solid object like that, pressing forward, you get an extra boost. Alright, jetpack up to here, bring up the target designator, put the shot on it, and as soon as it explodes, the lich appears, and you jump and jetpack gently down to the lich, and through here. Alright, smack it once, 2 shots from the sniper rifle, and immediately run and jump out, and kind of jetpack and coast down here, back down to this flat rock.
Mammoth won't last long out in the open.
Okay,
like that.
grab the
We'll have to
ghost,
find a way to keep the Covenant
boost,
open.
and hold the nose up with your jump key, and come on down here. And actually, as it got down towards the bottom there, I pushed back on the sticks. That helps to give me a more gentle landing. Alright, we gotta wait for this invisible barrier to go away, like so. Well, notice that little screen freeze. And we're going to take the jetpack up to about here to the edge of the first acid stream, and we're just going to jump the acid streams.
Tributaries. Assault force. Back on the mammoth. Anyone not on board is
Alright, jump, jetpack, boost and coast across the streams. We definitely don't want to land in them because it's almost instant death. And just follow this path to jump the streams. That one's pretty simple. This is the next one's up here is pretty big, so we'll come up here to the top here. This is the easiest path across it.
How is this okay? How is putting you at risk because
Okay.
I can't hold it together okay?
And come back down here, and we're going to do a sprint, jump, and jetpack, and boost and coast, and across here.
Shutdown. Our cognitive processes begin dividing exponentially according
Okay,
to
I
our
think
total
we got-
knowledge base. Literally.
Okay, this is the next to the last one. This is pretty easy to get across, and the last one was really easy to get across. You can almost jump without the jetpack. Just one little boost. There we go. And we're off and running to Sniper Alley. Now there is a skip here that would shave about 30 seconds off of this by using a jetpack, using a ghost and jetpack, and kind of halfway across the big chasm with a ghost, jump out, and then kind of boost and coast the rest of the way. That No Wise 10 did. And I've done it before. I did it in my speed run. But it is a little tricky, and this, like I said, it takes about 30 seconds longer to do the across the acid streams bit, but it's a lot safer and a lot easier to do. So that's why I've included this technique in this run.
We'll see you back on Infinity, Commander.
Check out my speed run if you want to see how I did the other one. Okay, here we are. We're getting up to the start of Sniper Alley. We need to get a checkpoint here. There it is, and turn around and run back the other way. And we're going to go back along the rock face here. I'm taking the low road. I'm not going right by the rock face because there's a lot of rocks you got to kind of jump and jetpack over, and I have a tendency to stumble into them a lot, so I take a slightly easier path back. And anyway, we go over here and we jump up to this ledge, jump and jetpack up here, and then press our face into the rock face and boost, get that extra boost up here. Sprint jump across here and then boost and coast, and then we're going to run into this rock face and then jetpack, and look at the boost I get. That's a real handy technique to have. Okay, and we're jumping and jetpacking down, using the jetpack boost here to slow our descent, and then jump jetpack here. This is that's a tough jump right there. It might take a little practice. Alright, poke our nose through the opening of the rock here. Step back, sprint, and jump and jetpack. The first boost is a little bit of a longer one, and then boost and coast across. That takes a little practice, but once you've got it mastered, it's a real nice trick for this mission because you bypass the whole Sniper Alley encounter, which is a real nasty one. And now we're into the Forerunner structure. And we're getting somewhat close to the end here. This particular part of the mission is actually kind of boring, to be quite honest with you, because we're not doing much except for running. Okay, we got to wait for that sentinel to open this doorway here. In this doorway, and we're into the really slow Forerunner elevator going down to the next level that we need to get to.
This elevator should take us directly to the coordinates Infinity provided.
And what we're doing is we're on our way to the particle cannon network room because we need to disable the two still active particle cannons. Okay, door opens and now we're off and running again. Through here, go straight. Don't worry about that sentinel on the left, that's a distraction. Straight through here. Make that little right turn, and then again I'm doing a combination of sprinting and bunny hopping through this doorway, and now we're into the particle cannon network room.
This looks like the place.
Waypoint flashes on down there, and that's what we're running to. We want to put Cortana into the system so she can deactivate those there's two particle cannons that are represented by the gold symbols on the left. The silver symbols on the right are the two cannons that we took out, so they're no longer active. And we put her into the system and then run back to about this spot here, because in a few seconds we're going to have to go off and find her because the librarian is going to grab her.
The guns should be offline. How's it look from up there?
Notice the two symbols on the left there went silver. Okay, librarian's got her.
Cortana.
So now we got to go find her. Light bridge appears, and then we run across here into this little corridor, into this little alcove. Make a left through this corridor. Make a right. There's jump and jetpack down here, and through this big open doorway into the light. This is the start of about a 2-minute cutscene where the librarian explains about the didact and then kind of gives the chief a DNA and armor boost. But we're going to skip all that, and when we regain control here, as we see the end of the sprucing up of the chief, once we regain control, to right about now, we run over here to this little ramp. And as soon as that waypoint comes up, well, I'm supposed to grab her on the first try, but grab Cortana
Elevator, back at the
and
chamber.
turn left and jetpack over to this little walkway here. We run down to the end of the room. And I'm going to take out these two crawlers. Okay. go ahead and jetpack and jump down to here through the open doorway. Make a left here momentarily until that door closes behind us so we don't take any more fire, and then into the next
Chief, what happened?
elevator. And that's another nice little skip where we didn't have to fight our way through the room.
I know that part. The librarian filled me in when she snatched me from the system.
Okay, getting
But what I
close to the
don't
end.
know is what she did to you.
When we come out of the elevator here, make a right. We're going to run through a portal and do the last big skip of the mission.
Sierra 117 to infinity.
Instead of battling it out with tank battle with Race and Ghosts and Cubbies and
Does
such,
infinity have a shot on the
I
ground?
go ahead and run up this path here,
Captain, what if we
and
can
we're
stop
actually
the
going
target
to get to a
with the
point up
laser
here where we jump up the rock face to this rock here. Okay, do that pressure face into the rock face and then jetpack here. Alright, do the same thing here. Can't do it here, we've got to just do a straight jump and jetpack because of that little outcropping there. Alright, jump up and jetpack, and then jump up and jetpack here. Okay, just follow this path here. And we're working our way around to the force field. We're actually going to jump behind it so we don't have to duke it out to get the power sources to bring it down. Okay, don't worry about that soft kill zone. We'll be out of it here pretty quickly. Okay, run across here. Jump up here, jetpack. Jump up, jetpack up here. We're getting close to it. And then jump off here, and we're behind the force field. Use jetpack to slow your descent. Jump down here. And we're off to the target designator to bring down the gravity well.
Infinity, we're at the gravity well.
Then paint that damn target so we can get out of here.
Okay,
You heard him, Chief. Line up the shot.
there we go. Shot on the gravity well, and that essentially is the mission.
Shields
Uh,
weakening. Keep it up.
We're in sort of a forced cutscene here. And the chief watches the gravity well get destroyed and smugly walks away. And we're going to skip the final cutscene and go right to the end of the mission symbols and watch the challenge pop. But I do hope this helps you in your quest for the weekly campaign challenge Reclamation for this week, December 23rd to the 29th. This is Old Anaki signing off. Take care.